I just want to talk about these gender issues going on. Like, I'm going to talk about the root issue. Like, if we're really concerned about people getting raped and people viewing bodies as sex, well, first off, we should probably teach everybody to stop viewing a body as sex, as a sexual object. If you turn on your television and you open up any magazine, sex sells, and women's bodies are being targeted. And
I'm mind-fucking the shit out of you.
Hope you're wearing a condom, because I have a dirty mind.
And it's one of the reasons why I personally feel uncomfortable being a woman, even though I am one, and I'll never change that. I've also gone in men's bathrooms all the time because women's restrooms are really long, and I've never gotten raped, and most of the time guys are just like, and I'm just like, it's cool, I just have to pee. If we really cared about this issue anyways, we would look at the main people who are causing the issue.
OMG, it's the GMOs from the labs.
So there's a big thing on the internet right now with, the solution to stopping rape, or even that rape is associated with gender-related bathroom issues. First off, we all used to poop in the same hole, okay, back in the day. I know we're not back in the day now, but you go to another country and some of them still poop in the same hole. Like, some of their bathrooms aren't even anywhere near as cleanly as ours, so it could be worse. There's also the issue of, like, it has nothing to do with sex. Like, I've never been, like, almost raped every time I go in the men's restroom because the women's restroom is too full. I just go in there and I'm like, I just gotta pee. And there's nothing I want to see. Like, I'm not interested. I just gotta pee. And the guys are usually like, oh yeah, cool, whatever. Most people who are rapists anyways, they're not going to follow a law. I mean, if they really wanted to, they'd gag you and rape you, or drug you with your drink and take advantage of you there. I mean, the root issue is where a lot of people are worried about rape, and if you're so worried about hypersexuality and, like, the root issue of that is literally due to turn on your television. Turn on your television and everything is geared towards sex. These psychologists, which are advertisers, they're paid to understand how your brain works.
It's called mind-fucking. You ever been mind-fucked before?
And they're targeting you. They're teaching everybody that the human body is a sexual object. And, I mean, it's already human nature to know that. But it's really a learned behavior to be so hypersexualized. Also, the meat and the cheese and all the food that we create right now is literally geared towards hypersexualization. It's filled with hormones, people. Filled. Literally.
To all the free-range humans and organic life forms everywhere, hold your forks up with solidarity. Remember, you vote with your wallet, your dollar bills, your ballot. Alone it's just a whisper, but together you can't stop it.
I am living proof of that. Like, I'm thoroughly convinced of what I'm going through right now in my current existence of living, which is not a really great place, because I'm working part-time, 20 hours a week, 18 to 20 hours a week. Then I have 16 units, which I've pretty much just given up on that. Like, I've given up on trying to juggle both things because I don't have a car, I'm off a bus line, I have to carry my groceries, I don't have time to, it's like, do I do self-care and garden, or do I keep doing, like, going to school to learn about stuff I already know about? Like, I'm forced to eat meat right now, though, because it's easy to, like, transport and then freeze, and it's like fruits and vegetables don't last that long when you're in your, I can't get to the grocery that often. I don't have a car, and I don't have, like, everybody else I know is pretty busy, too, and my partner bailed on me, took the car and everything, and, like, doesn't offer to help because she really doesn't give a shit. And I'm forced to eat stuff that everyone else is eating. And, you know, for 2 years of my life, I did purity. Like, and when I'm saying purity, I'm hardcore. Like, I went to no sugar whatsoever. No bread. No, not even that gluten-free, because the gluten-free is really, like, that's, again, Monsanto and antibiotics, and it's just another distraction tactic to keep you focused on the problem and not really get into the solution. Kind of like these gender issues that I'm talking about right now. Once again, back to Monsanto.
Come chemical, come dumbing down the food chain. Come dumb us down, new superpowers eat grain. Come Monsanto, come with your new campaign. All the politicians sing along with the refrain. No more junk in my food. No more junk in my food. No more junk in my food.
He who controls the food controls the people. They control the minds, they control the bodies, they control the spirits. And your spirit is energy. Let's just say that, like energy.
Devi Prapanarti Hare Prasid Prasid Mata Jagato Khilasya.
And so anyways, like, literally, I was pure. Like, I did no cigarettes, no beer, no coffee, no meat, no cheese. I ate raw. Me and my partner ate raw. Nuts, basically, fruits and vegetables. And about 2, like, maybe a year and a half. And then, little did I know, the universe was preparing me to go do ayahuasca, which then fully wiped my system, like, balanced and clean. And I mean, when I was a kid, I used to have, like, really bad cramps, and I had, like, really bad issues. I had endometriosis by the time I was 19 years old. I had cancers all riddling through my cervix. I'm really super sensitive. And I remember now, like, when I started eating meat, because now that I'm an adult, I pay attention to my patterns, and, like, how my body responds to things. And right around when I started eating meat is when I had a lot of these problems, and I started getting my period and stuff. And, I literally, like, when I got back from ayahuasca, like, my boobs were, like, a nice balance. Like, they weren't too big. They didn't hurt ever. Like, they didn't grow and fluctuate, like, really incredibly fast. Or, like, they just were pretty. And I didn't have any cramps. I didn't have any period, like, issues. Nothing. And then, like, now I'm forced to eat this meat. And I'm forced to eat cheese, which is highly addictive, by the way. They put casein and all these chemicals and all this bullshit in our food. And, I mean, if you really go out and hunt and you catch something, like, it's gamey. It doesn't taste that, like, you eat a piece or two and you're satisfied, because it's, I mean, you season it, but it's not the same. Like, it's definitely not the same. And within a couple months of eating this stuff, like, my tits have, like, they're so huge and they hurt so bad. And, I mean, I can feel, like, me changing, too. Like, I'm more aggressive, which would make sense because I'm forced to buy the $5, like, cheapo bin, the discount bin, because I'm poor. I have to go to school and I have to do work, which means I only make $300 every fucking week, or every 2 weeks. Like, every 2 weeks I make $300, and then my rent is, like, really expensive. I mean, like, add that up. So I have to live with, you know, multiple people, and I've adjusted my life that way. But still, like, I have to eat not that great, and I'm used to gardening and stuff like that, and I can feel the difference on my body now, and I'm forced into this system, and it sucks, because I can't, like, I have no time. I have no time to garden. I have no time to do all the stuff that I need to do, and I think that's, like, I know why we do what we do, but it is bullshit. Like, they literally are controlling everything right now. They're the one that are teaching everybody that the human body is anything other than what it is, a human body. It's a sexual object. That's what they're teaching children every time. And then we punish the children at school, when they already have low self-esteem anyways, because God only knows where they're coming from now. And, like, they want validation, and so they put on the clothes that they're putting on. And they're taught by turning on the television that when you want to look pretty, sexy, and witty, and awesome, you look like those people. So then we further shame them and guilt them and make them feel bad for what they're wearing. Plus, it's hot as shit, because climate change is really real. Because once again, the way that we're farming and everything that we're doing right now, who's that go back to? Just saying, wake up. Like, the root issue, if we really want to, like, get rid of, like, hypersexualization, or even, like, you know, like, is not bathroom related issues. It's food related issues. He who controls the fucking food controls the people, dude. It's a divide and conquer tactic. It's distraction. Seriously, you're not paying attention to who's really doing this. Who's really funding your president.
What is it about society that disappoints you so much?
Like, they're all funded by the same thing, and most countries are waking up to this, and they don't even want them anywhere near. The fucked up part is they're in everything. They're in everything. They're in the medicines. They're in the shirts and the clothing lines now. They're in everything. We have to seriously shut these people down. Just saying. Like, if we really gave a fuck about our fearing our children seeing a body part or being raped or any of that, like, we would stop hypersexualizing the general collective population. I mean, meat alone that is beaten and abused is aggressive and angry and mean, and that's why the indigenous and why farmers executed their animals humanely. Like, what goes in comes out. Like, I smell like shit, too. Like, it's all the toxins and all the crap and the fear hormone. Like, that's why we properly dispose of an animal, because we don't have, like my cat, when she catches a mouse, she'll flop it around and play with it. Not because she's cruel, not because she's playing with it, because she literally knows that when she stalked that mouse, it released stress hormone, fear hormone, and it tainted the meat. And she can't eat it until that goes away. Every time we beat the shit out of an animal, that doesn't go away. Science is proving the power of thought and energy on matter. If I beat something and give it a miserable life its whole time, its whole existence, what do you think you're eating?
Look into my eyes. Eyes are the windows to the soul. Look into my eyes. Eyes, oh, you know there is no surprise. Eyes, because love is plain to see.
Misery? Like, sadness. Some people are sensitive to energy, too. A lot of people are. I don't think a lot of people are even aware of why they are the way they are. They just go put them on pills. Go put them on some antidepressants. I mean, you're also eating hormones and you're eating a bunch of garbage. It's making your body go like this, up and down. I remember when I was a kid and I would eat like Cheetos and shit, or I'd like sneak some money to get like some Cheetos or something, or like a granola bar. I'd fucking fluctuate and go up and down. I mean, sugar and all that stuff is designed to keep you addictive as fuck and making you want more and consume more and then be a roller coaster. Like, it's designed to make you a false sense of happiness too. Like, once you eat it, you're like, ooh, I feel all warm and fuzzy inside, and like my life doesn't suck that bad. When it really does. Because we're all slaves right now, working just to survive, to pay for something that we used to just get for free from the earth. And now we're paying money to destroy the very thing that used to take care of us, the earth. We're paying money to do all that. I mean, the solution is really easy. We don't need to focus on the bathroom. Like, why don't you just put a human sticker on it and be done with it, dude? Leave people alone. Let them go poop however they feel comfortable. They probably feel uncomfortable in their body anyways because their hormones are all off because of the food we eat. I mean, I have to wear deodorant now even. Like, I use salt. Because that's what really is bacteria. But, like, deodorant leads to more problems. I didn't smell when I ate the way I was supposed to eat. Like, now I'm sweating out some like a giant fucking meat stick. Like, it's gross. Like, hormones and all that stuff, what goes in comes out. Like, people don't need to be polluted. The earth doesn't need to be polluted either. This is a vicious cycle. And we're just paying attention to all this bullshit that is like, doesn't have anything to do with the root problem and the root person causing a lot of these issues. Hypersexuality is due to food. I'm literally like I'm a bee now, like, and I've noticed like the changes in my personality and thinking and everything. Like, I pay attention to these things, like I said. We need to wake up, because harassing people about what bathroom they want to use is not going to change anything. If you're really concerned and afraid for your children, then you're going to start taking down the people who are killing them to begin with and teaching them the things that they're teaching them. And, I mean, it's really hard to just not feed them it, because it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And we're forced to do it because we're overworked and overtired and we have no time. Or then it's just easy. Or now we're just plain addicted to McDonald's and all that other bullshit. Like, seriously. It's just distraction. And it's not getting anything. It's not changing anything right now. It's really not.
They wanna take us out, they wanna do us in. They want our nutrition, GMO and gluten, genetic modification, yeah. Get tuned in, get all your information, yeah. Get tuned in.